Hi people, it's day 38 and I'm talking about plateaus today. So at any point when you're doing a diet, meal plan, whatever you're doing, you'll hit that plateau, okay? And a plateau can be caused for many reasons. It's either that you actually, maybe it's a plateau in your motivation and you're not, maybe you think it's a plateau in your weight, but you're actually not working as hard as you used to. Or maybe it could be, physically a plateau where your body just don't want to do. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, but you're still not doing it. And you're still not losing the weight. That's another plateau. And there's different things that you need to do. But if you're having a diet coach, let's say that you're on this program or you're another program or whatever you're doing, if you have a coach or someone to be accountable to that actually design your meal plan or your fitness plan, I would reach out to that person first before you do any kind of your own changes to your plan, because that person probably know what to do a little bit better and that person designed the plan. So make sure that you do that. But let's say that you're just doing this by yourself and you're not really following a meal plan, a strict meal plan, you're just eating better, whatever. I have a couple tips for you. It could be either that like my first step would kind of look at what you're actually eating and putting down in front of you and kind of comparing to what you should be eating, because there's a lot of people that maybe think that you're following the meal plan but they're not actually doing it. So when you lay everything down that you've been eating versus what you should be eating, you might find some stuff that are different. So for people that don't have time to actually write everything down that they ate, I suggest to just take a picture of everything that you ate that day. That's what I do. I think it's easier than track, and I can, and at night time, just sit down and put everything together. It's easier for me, so that could be a little tip. So that's your first step. And then if you realize that, I've been following exactly what I should be doing, make sure that you've been following exactly what you were supposed to do for over a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks even. Because sometimes it could be that you have your period. You have your period, you gain 2 pounds. You had like a heavy leg workout, you gain another 2 pounds. You're stressed, couple of pounds. You've been eating like something really salty, another couple of pounds. So that really make your body fluctuate. So you need to look at a plateau like over at least 2 weeks or even 3, I would say, to really see that it's an actual plateau and not just water retention or something like that. So it needs to be over a long period. If someone comes here and that last week they were 180 pounds and this week they're still 180 pounds, I'm not calling that a plateau yet. A plateau, it's over weeks of just not getting any kind of results. So let's say that you've done all that. It's been 3 weeks, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, you're working out like you're supposed to. That's where we need to start doing a little bit of adjustment. So we can either look at what you've been eating. So it could be something like maybe you don't tolerate dairy, or maybe you're eating too much gluten, or maybe the quality of your food should be better. We usually see that when my clients are closest to their ideal weight or their healthy weight. Let's say example for me, I'm definitely lower than my healthy weight. So it's harder for me to lose my 2 pounds every week because I'm getting really, really close to the lower that my body would be comfortable to weigh. So if you feel that you had like crazy result at the beginning while your body was comfortable to shed pounds, but as soon as the closer you get to your ideal weight, your body shed a little bit slower. So you need to take that in consideration, that maybe you're not losing as fast, you're just losing slower now, and it's not an actual plateau. It's just your body getting comfortable where it is, so you'll have to work even harder. And working harder sometimes mean to eliminate some crap of your diet, because depending on the diet that you've been doing, let's say our meal plan are really, really flexible. So for people that have tons of weight to lose, it works really well, but when they get close to their goal, they need to be really more specific and strict about the quality of the food. So maybe for a couple of weeks you'll have to skip dairy, you'll have to skip actual bread or wraps or like a restaurant, or maybe drinking, because we do allow drinking. But closer to your goal, you should be drinking less, even if you're making it fit in your meal plan. So stuff like that needs to be taken in consideration when you're reaching a plateau, like the quality of your food. So maybe eat better. So let's say that you've done everything I've been mentioning, like you're working out like you should be eating. You're eating and you're eating exactly your meal plan, you're eating like high quality food. It's been 3 weeks that it's not moving. Then we need to actually look at the meal plan. It could be that maybe we need to change like more protein, less protein, higher fat, lower carbs, whatever. We need to revamp that, and that's where you would probably require the help. At that point, you will require the help to someone. I suggest reaching out for help because you don't want to restrict your calorie too low because your metabolism may slow down over time. So, for example, someone like me, if I start having my calories lower than 1500 or at worst case scenario less than 12, I'm seriously making damage to my metabolism, and you don't want to do that. So doing things like intermittent fasting or just moving with your macros may broke a plateau. We can also look at your workout plan. So maybe instead of doing steady pace cardio, what about doing HIIT workout? Or maybe you were doing straight set, let's do superset. So you need to change whatever you're doing and just trick your body. I would do that before starting lowering your calories and increasing your exercise, because I found when people do that, they just your body get used to whatever you're doing. So if you cut your calorie and increase cardio, next thing you know, you'll have a plateau at 1200 calories, 800 calories. I've seen that, 800 calories, still not losing the weight and doing like 3 hours of cardio. Don't do that, okay? It's really, really important to change things like your macros, the timing of your meal, the type of workout that you're doing. Maybe just steady pace have been working well so far, but from now on you need to start doing HIIT, Tabata workout, and all that. Another thing that it could be would be that your metabolism changed since the beginning. You started this program or whatever program you're on, you were 200 pounds and now you're 140. Well, calorie change, like you don't have the same requirement that when you started the program. So you need to readjust that. So it's either that you need more calorie now or maybe less calorie now, or maybe you need to change the workout a little bit. So there's change in that, and you need to look at that too. So those were my tips for how when you reach a plateau. I hope it helped, but make sure that you reach for help. But yeah, look at all this before you actually start cutting your calories and increasing your exercise. So I hope it helped. I hope you got a lot from this video, and make sure that you keep tracking all your homeworks and reach out to me if you have any question. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.